matching the inside of the
apothecary
cabinets.
Oh, hey, look.
Oh, and you're matching that. Oh. Yeah, we're totally matching our apothecary.
Yeah, that was not planned.
No, not planned at all. We have got about 60 or more tinctures that we're gonna start setting up today. And we got a lot of work that we need to do. So we're gonna take you guys with us and show you how we set a tincture. So we already have a good bit already tinctured and stored in these beautiful amber colored bottles. And I do want to say thank you to David for sending us an abundance of amber bottles between the little dropper bottles or even the bigger amber bottles. Definitely helps us out because we have quite a bit of herbs, and that was such a lovely, lovely surprise and completely appreciated between my mom and I. We both were really just blown away with that kind gesture that you did. So thank you, David, for helping our apothecary grow. And from the looks of what it looks like now towards what we started, it is definitely growing. So my mom and I are going through, and we figured this would be the easiest and best way is to start at A, which is all up there, and then work our way all the way down to Z. Right now, my mom and I are starting to look through our herbal medicine book, which I will show you guys really quick. This is probably one of our favorite books, but it's Medical Herbalism, and this is written by David Hoffman. This is our main textbook that we use, but it's nice because it breaks down in your materia medica and it recommends exactly what to do with the herbs. Not all herbs need to be tinctured. Some we enjoy with tea so much more. Or decocting. Or
some are actually better in oil because they're topical use.
Correct. So we're kind of going through, and as we go through our list and as we go through alphabetical, we are going to go ahead and plan on tincturing what we have now.
The menstruum that we're going to be using primarily is 100 proof alcohol.
Right. Which is vodka.
Right. And we do have a couple of other proofs.
Stronger. So I have some Everclear here, which is 190 proof. Some of the herbs that require a higher alcohol content. And I'm also, as soon as they start popping up, they're one of the reasons why I was really excited to store up the higher proof alcohol is because we've got some Indian pipe mushrooms that pop up ridiculously here. And so last year I missed my opportunity to harvest in wildcraft and tincture. So this year I'm setting a bottle aside specifically for that. So let's start with astragalus, and we could do some anise.
Yep.
And ooh, and your graphis. This is the king of bitters. And Artemisia annua, which is Sweet Annie. Also, a lot of people call that one Sweet Annie. We're also going to go ahead and do some American ginseng as well. This one, wow, just because we're building up our inventory and we are limited with the amount of alcohol that we actually have, my mom and I have decided to go ahead and start using pint-sized jars just to build up our inventory so that when we start seeing clients, we'll have something ready. And then as we go, we're gonna add more and we're gonna actually start to tincture more. But this is, I feel like this is probably the smartest way to work our inventory.
Well, we have a lot of tincture to grow.
Right.
So this will allow us to get the higher quantity variety versus the higher quantity by single.
Correct.
So
we are going to do a 1:5 ratio for this because this is dried herb. So I am going to go ahead and plan on, I want to see where 2 ounces gives us versus, because we're using pint-sized jars, so it would be 2 ounces of American ginseng by
weight
weight
to 10 ounces.
To 10 ounces of our
menstruum, which is, this is 75.5% pure.
And so now this is 10 ounces.
Which is 300 milliliters.
Correct. And the biggest thing that I want to see is to make sure that it covers the ginseng all the way. And it does. That would be a 1:5 ratio weight to volume. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of astragalus as well, which I really love the way that astragalus smells. It definitely has like a, smells like peanut butter.
So this one needs to be at least 40% alcohol, so we should probably,
I can do my 100 proof.
Yep.
That works.
And it's the same thing, 1 to 5.
So 1 to 5 because it's dry. 300 milliliters to 10 is 10 ounces, and I've got 2 ounces of astragalus. Biggest thing is we just have to make sure all of the herb is covered. And there's a little bit poking out, but I'm gonna shake it and kind of get an idea. 100 proof alcohol is equivalent to 50% alcohol. And then you have the, what is this one?
151?
The 151 proof is 75.5%. And then the strongest is the 190 proof, which is 95% alcohol. For one of the tinctures that we did earlier, I did the milky stage oats, and I actually used the 100 proof, which is the 50% vodka. Now you can go less than that if you want the more mineralizing effect, but we chose to do the 100 proof, which is a little bit stronger because we wanted to actually have more of the medicinal properties when it comes to like your nervous system, your nerve minds, and how it hits your body. I will probably be putting up some tinctures of the milky stage oats that we just pressed out, and that will be on our Etsy shop, and a whole description of how you can use milky stage oats as a tincture and just how awesome it is.
I think next year we're gonna probably end up doing 3 gallons.
Yeah, we did a lot. I love milky stage. Okay, done with that one. Make sure that you put what you're tincturing, your ratio, which we're using the 1 to 5 ratio, and what percent of alcohol you're using. And then of course the date. That is very important because these are gonna set for 30 days, and then we're going to go ahead and strain them out and get them stored in their gorgeous amber bottles. But let that start doing its thing.
This one had it. LMNOP. Atari.
Now every day we're going to shake these once a day and keep them in a dark, cool area. So here's one that I wanted to kind of talk about really quick. This is corn silk, and you can get it dried. This is dried organic corn silk, but if you are growing your own corn, or you come across some really good quality corn, take the silk and you can actually use that, especially if you have any issues with kidney stones. Over the summer, I actually did have a kidney stone. Come this summer when corn's in season and you have a good source, make sure to save that silk. You can dry it out. You can tincture it as well. If you are tincturing the fresh corn silk, make sure that to switch out your ratios. Instead of a 1 to 5 ratio, you're going to do a 1 to 2 ratio with your alcohol. But this is dried corn silk, and it definitely looks a little different than what you would see, but corn silk tincture definitely helped me out a good bit. We haven't shown the process of getting all of our tinctures set. Only a few here and there because we're on a kind of a time crunch, and let me show you what we've done so far. These are all the herbs that we have set in tinctures. These are all dried, so this is a 1:5 ratio. Lemongrass was kind of interesting. I wasn't 100% sure if we should tincture it or not, or add it into a tea, but my mom was reading in one of her books and she said that
It's so actually lemongrass has been shown to have positive effects for headaches, and you're having a fever, kind of helps that fever a little bit, and then for your lungs, it's actually a mucus,
like an expectorant.
Yeah, like an
I'm
expectorant.
gonna bring it out. So we figured, why not add it into one of the tinctures?
Yeah.
And now we are kind of working on a few of our mushrooms that we are starting to set up as tinctures. So back over the summer, we came across and dehydrated some really pretty oyster mushrooms.
That was my first mushroom.
I know. So I dehydrated them and we've been holding on to them. And so what we're going to do is start the tincturing process. Now this process for mushrooms is a little different than the 30-day set, put some alcohol in it,
shake
it
every day.
Yeah,
right.
Keep it in a dark, cool area for storage. But the mushrooms require a double extraction process.
So we do the same ratio in of 1:5 in alcohol, and you let that set for 30 days.
Same thing like the other ones.
Then you separate. But it's that process where you take the strained mushrooms and then you put it into water and you let it boil and simmer down to half its amount.
Right.
And then you blend the strained boiled water
with the alcohol that's
Right.
already tinctured. They already tinctured mushroom that. So we're gonna start the process with the oyster mushrooms. And then also we're gonna go ahead and do that lion's mane mushroom that I freeze dried.
We don't have to do it today.
I wanna do it. It's better to just do it. The mushroom portion of this video is gonna be a part 2 in about a little over 30 days.
Yeah.
So I'll make note of that and we'll show you how we do a double extraction. We just did the oyster mushroom and then I went ahead and did the reishi, and that is also going to be a double extraction process in a month. Isn't that beautiful? Now we're doing it.
You're gonna break out the
I'm
lion's
gonna
mane?
break it. Oh, I'm so sad. Actually, I'm really not that sad. I'm actually kind of excited. This was the lion's mane mushroom that my son found. I'm gonna see if it fits in a quart or a pint. Wow. Look, still in like perfect condition. So, look at that.
I think you're gonna need to be the bigger.
Yeah, I think I am. So,
You want to zero
yep,
it
it
out?
should already be zeroed. I know we need this as a tincture, and there's a lot of really good medicinal benefits to lion's mane. And right now, one of the top recommended herbs that we are seeing and we are discussing with other people, especially with people who have been sick recently, and have experienced that
The brain fog has been really bad, and lion's mane has a wonderful benefit to help assist that.
So, between lion's mane capsules, but we're gonna tincture this one. I just think that this is crazy. This just looks crazy. I am definitely excited about this freeze dryer, though, and having just the ability to be able to do this, what we're doing. Push down.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to that, because to help with the mental clarity and
yeah,
just
it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I just love how it ended up looking. It looks beautiful.
pretty.
I mean, it's like, how many months ago? I found this in November. And we freeze dried it.
How much does that weigh? Does it weigh almost?
We are at 1.5.
Do we have?
I'm gonna mush it because I want to get as much alcohol to be able to cover it. And I actually do have, I have my dehydrated lens now. I got it.
Oh, what else for that for?
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's a great comparison between the
so,
dehydrated.
exactly. So I just real quick. So this is dehydrated.
Oop.
This is dehydrated lion's mane. You see it's all like not very pretty. Versus the freeze-dried lion's mane, which is amazing. And nutritionally, the freeze dryer maintains all the nutritional benefits of anything that you do.
As if it was fresh.
Correct. It's
right.
exactly like if it was fresh.
Versus oxidized.
Which isn't bad.
Right.
Dehydrated is not bad.
We might need a little more because that I set up for 1.
You know what? I wonder if I should. We might do a science experiment.
You want to do a smaller one?
Let's do the dehydrated. Let's try keeping the dehydrated separate from the freeze-dried. And then seeing what that affects.
Okay.
So why not? Let's just...
We certainly can.
It's gonna suck it all up.
Yeah. It's going to rehydrate it. Oh, what's on here?
Milky stage oats and vodka.
So my sister came to play for a little bit and I had put the camera down because of course we went and had some dinner, but like legit, look at what my mom and my sister are both wearing. Like they are literally wearing, we are matching.
I match the cabinets.
I do too.
Well, there's 2 cabinets and 1 shelf. It's about appropriate.
I think we all knew that we were going to be in the apothecary today.
No,
so we are like color coordinating like Vanna White. Anyways, so we got a total of how many?
76.
76
Was that with this
tinctures.
one? Yes.
76
Yep.
tinctures set today.
And oils.
You do not want to see what our trash can looks like with all of the empty booze bottles.
The ABC store is going to say something.
I'm going to tell
pretty
you.
sure they know my first name.
They probably do.
And
Because
not for good reason.
we literally ran out of alcohol. And I am not one to go to the ABC store that often. So when I do and I have to buy in bulk, I'm like, please don't judge me. Please don't judge me.
I was judged harshly.
You were judged harshly. So we set 76 tinctures, and then some of them we're going to actually end up doing the double extraction method in a month, and we will show you guys that. My sister, we're sending her home with some of our milky stage oats tincture, which I will kind of show you guys that because I have it hidden right now because I still have to get a couple of bigger amber colored jars. But this is what it looks like after it's already pressed out. So definitely pretty awesome. And we are going to be putting some of that on our Etsy shop for you guys as well because we have an abundance of it. But right now we are going to make up a really awesome tea blend for my sister. That's going to be an adaptogen tea blend. This is going to help with her adrenal fatigue and just kind of is going to be good. So we picked.
She picked.
You picked.
Oh, where's
some
the burdock?
cacao. We can put some burdock.
Oh, yeah.
Cacao nibs, astragalus root. Smell that. I want you to smell that.
Every time she tells me to smell something, I'm very, very cautious. Just so you guys know.
Waif it.
No. What do you think it smells like?
Peanut butter.
I know. That's what I think. So.
Oh, I wonder if that's this the peanut butter tree?
You know what? I don't know. There's a tree that my
that be
sister,
funny?
there's a tree that my sister and I actually grew up playing with as kids, and we always said that it smelled like the peanut butter tree.
I don't think it is.
I need
I'm
to
gonna look
see.
it up.
I'm gonna look and
Well,
see.
that's a root.
It's a root.
So
We'll see. But
Smells like peanut butter.
we're gonna do some cacao nibs, tulsi, a little bit of eleuthero root.
Burdock.
We're gonna add some burdock root, some
It's a
licorice
family
root,
second- the top
a little
shelf.
bit of rose buds, some cinnamon, and then yes, I already did show you guys the astragalus. If this turns out to be a yummy, delicious blend, I think that we might have to put this on our Etsy shop for you guys as well.
I think you might want to put a little bit of oat straw in there too.
Some oat straw would be good. That'll be really filling.
Okay.
Let's do
And that this can be a breakfast tea.
It could be, yeah, because this is like a get up and
Get you in
go.
the mood.
Yep, this will be a good warming, good energy. Definitely the tulsi is going to be really, really
Yeah.
good. So, I think we're going to get this tea blended and then
You're on
9 tea blends. Yeah.
9 items. Okay.
Anyways, I hope
Don't invite me to come play
No,
unless
come
you want
play.
me to come play.
this is what we do. And thank you guys so much for being a part of our tincture making. We're going to spend some family quality time together. But I hope
So
you guys
exciting.
I hope you guys enjoyed this, and as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old.
Bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.